Glory and praise to our Lord Lucifer. Welcome to the Temple of Lucifer, Light and Mystery. Ways to approach and have a connection with Satan. Over the years, one of the most important questions you have asked is how to develop a relationship with Satan. If you want to take a spiritual or religious approach to Satanism, having a relationship with Satan can be a rewarding experience, as it allows you to know that Satan is with you every step of the way on your journey down the left-hand path. No one starts out in a religion knowing everything there is to know, nor do we have an intimate relationship with our God as soon as we enter the gates of Satanism. It takes time to cultivate a relationship. So here are some practical steps to achieve your goals. Develop a relationship, start small and work your way out. You must consider that a relationship with Satan is a personal experience, so what other people experience in Satanism, or don't experience, may not be your own experience. Your experience may be different. So, in taking this into consideration, I can only offer generalities regarding a relationship with Satan. Start by spending time studying and practicing your rituals, and by then you should have a clearer picture of what the deities are and see if it is time to make your covenant if you choose to do so with Satan. Study the history of Satan in past times and also in modern times. The history of Satan is a long and winding road. It contains interesting information about Satan's character through the myths, legends and stories surrounding his name. Beginning with the early Gnostics and continuing to the present day, people's views of Satan have changed and evolved to reflect current events in history. In developing a relationship with Satan, it is important to consider the history behind the name. After all, you wouldn't want to get involved with someone if you didn't know their history, their likes or dislikes and what they're about in general, would you? That really would be an act of blind faith. I don't recommend blind faith. Instead, I recommend that you study all you can about Satan's history and character, both in times past and in our modern view of Satan, starting with the Church of Satan. Develop your own style of ritual, use others for guidance, but do what pleases you. There are many examples of rituals that can be found online and in books. Starting with the Satanic Bible, we can see a simplified formula that many have had success with. A ritual is like a recipe. It contains essential ingredients that when combined create an interesting and symbolic experience. Writing your own rituals is not that complicated. It is important to consider that just because a ritual has been used by others and carries the powers and energies of those who worked with it before you, it is not necessarily the best formula for your particular situation. Most rituals have an opening, a statement of intent and a closing. It really is that simple. For example, with an evocation/invocation of Satan, you can prepare your ritual space, do your ritual invocation, state what you want from your ritual and then perform a closing or farewell or a thank you at the end. Keep in mind that communication is a two-way street. Watch for the signs. The signs can be: a common experience for Satanists is to have dreams about Satan. It is hard to say how much of this is your own psychology or imagination at work and how much is Satan in the communication, since dreams are a personal experience. But just because you don't have a dream about Satan doesn't mean he is not in communication with you. It is important to simply let go and enjoy your experience with Satanism, rather than obsessing over every little sign and symbol in your life. I've talked to new Satanists whose imaginations run wild. They think energies surround them and every bad experience in life is a way for Satan to take revenge on them for not following orders. Just remember that Satanism is not Christianity, and as far as I know, Satan is not giving orders to people and does not seek revenge on those who disobey. It is important to keep perspective in this regard and see your experiences as part of the whole. Don't take your experiences for granted, but don't obsess over them either. What you experience in Satanism will be a personal journey, unlike any other you will encounter in Satanism. Don't give up. It takes time to develop a relationship. Just like in real life, it comes in steps. You cannot have a relationship with someone without first initiating contact, learning about that person and making an effort to become a part of their life. Satan will not come chasing after you, and there is a lot of work to be done in this regard, especially when you are new to the path. So take it one day at a time and don't be hard on yourself, and remember that your experience will not match what others have gone through. In the end, you should make an effort to meditate on Satan or perform rituals in his name, learn about Satan's history, and work to learn about Satanism every day before making a solid commitment one way or the other. Thank you. You my sister and brother who just joined this channel, subscribe and like, share on your social networks.